At the beginning of every year, the pressure isn't just about goals, it's about who you're expected to become. And for a lot of Black men, that weight gets heavy fast. What's going on, family? Welcome to Sauna IE. I'm your host, XO. This is your first time listening. Welcome in. Welcome to the show, wherever you at. I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in to this episode. This episode right here is the first episode of our Q1 series, The Weight of Becoming. And we're starting exactly where the pressure begins. The start of the year is supposed to feel exciting, right? But for many Black entrepreneurs, it feels heavy. We have heavy expectations, heavy comparisons, I was going to say compromises, heavy pressure to perform, as well as heavy pressure to prove ourselves. And today, we're talking about the difference between identity and expectations and how confusing the two can quietly damage your mental health. So let's get into it. Q1 doesn't just bring new goals, it brings new expectations, right? From society, from family, from the peers, from social media, as well as from yourself. As a Black man, especially in entrepreneurial spaces, you are often carrying multiple roles at once. You're a provider, you're a leader, you're an example, you're a success story, and you're proof that it's possible. That pressure doesn't just motivate, it exhausts. And nobody really talks about that. But today we will. Here's the difference most people never define: identity, expectations. Identity is who you're becoming based on your values, right? Expectations are who others want you based on their needs of you. When you look for expectations, we all know you overwork yourself, you overperform, you suppress your emotions, you avoid that rest time that you need. And on top of that, you ignore your mental health. But when you live in alignment with your identity, you move with intention, you set boundaries, you define success for yourself, and you protect your peace. Most burnout doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from doing too much for the wrong reasons. Let's talk about the mental health cost of proving yourself. Constantly proving yourself creates anxiety, imposter syndrome, emotional fatigue, fear of slowing down, fear of being exposed. And the dangerous part, you start tying your worth to productivity. If I'm not producing, I'm failing. If I slow down, I'm lazy. If I rest, I'm falling behind. And that mindset right there, that isn't discipline. It's survival mode. And that's just from talking from personal experience. That was my 2025. No lie. It was survival mode. It was me trying to live up to expectations, me overperforming, exhausting myself, burning out, and really telling myself if I slow down, I'm lazy. If I stop, I'll fall behind. I'll get exposed, having imposter syndrome. Like, that's what I dealt with in 2025. But I just kept pushing through. And it's understanding, like, where I have to take a step back. I'm like, am I living for myself more than living for others? Am I trying to live for others' expectations where I'm trying to always overperform and go above and beyond for somebody else and not myself? So I had to sit back and see, like, who am I? Who do I want to be in 2026? And that brought me to starting with Q1, reclaiming my identity in Q1. So I had to ask myself, who am I becoming and not performing for? So who do I become? Who am I becoming? And I had to write this down. I also had to ask myself, what does success look like for my mental health? Not for others, but for myself. What does my success look like? What expectations do I need to release? As well as what standards do I need to uphold? And you ask yourself these questions. These questions help me define and come up with this first episode of the year. And understand, you don't owe the world burnout. You don't owe anyone exhaustion. You don't even owe anyone a performance. You know what you do owe? You owe yourself alignment. So this week, focus on 3 things. Number 1, write your personal definition of success. Not society's, not social media's, but yours. Number 2, identify one expectation that's draining you and decide how you'll set a boundary around it. Number 3, choose one habit that supports your mental health, whether that's sleep, working out, journaling, therapy, meditation. Small actions protect identity. This year doesn't need a louder version of you. It needs a more aligned one. As we move through Q1, remember, you are not here to perform. You're here to become. That being said, this is XO tuning out. Sana IE. I just want to thank y'all wherever you at. I hope this episode helped you out. And if it helped you out, share with somebody else who you think can help. With that being said, enjoy y'all week. We'll be back again next week with episode 2 of this Q1 series. And if you're watching on YouTube, as you see, new studio set up. That picture behind me is what I'm really focusing on. So through the rest of my life, chasing the vision. And if you ain't watching on YouTube, get on YouTube, man. Follow us at Sana IE on any social media platform, but as well as YouTube. But enjoy that week, man. Chase the vision. Stay grounded. Understand, is this your identity or are you chasing other people's expectations of you?